Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Right, we are another job, the bathroom job that we're doing. So I'm coming to look at doing all the electrics here. So I've done a full test on the house. There's a few issues that we've got. One of the things that we've got is there's non-fire rated downlights that are like here in the kitchen. So there's bedrooms above and there's also the bathroom. Now I've dropped one down for you so you can have a look at that. So we've got singly insulated cables that are not in an enclosure, non-fire rated downlights as well, so they're all going to be changed. But one of the other things I'll tell you what, I'm going to show you the board. Now the board, we've got Aaron's in, it's very, very busy. He's changing the boiler for us because I'm not gas safe and I've got way too much to be doing, messing about with that as well. So the board's been relocated to this position here. Now that's how it's always been. So we've got obviously ring mains, ring finals and all the rest of it in here. Now they're all brought in bar the one, which is that shower one there, from behind. Which, a classic statement, isn't it? Brought in from behind, you know. So what I'll do is I'm going to take you in the other room and I'll show you where they've all been extended from. So it's tipping it down at the minute as well, so we've got Stevie upstairs doing tiling and all sorts. So that's basically how it's been brought through and extended. So so the cables run down there, across that way, and then they're actually through into the consumer unit. And I don't really understand why they've been extended through like that, to be honest. Now the meter box is literally just here, in that vicinity here. Now I don't really know why that's like that. The garage has obviously been converted into a bedroom. Spoke to the homeowners who own it now and they don't know why that board's been moved over there as well. So one of the issues I've got is on my end-to-end results for both the ring finals that you've got here is I've got both my lines, let's say, are 0.44 and neutral's 0.44, and my CPCs is 0.08. Don't really know why that's like that, so I can only assume that in amongst this lot that it's all been sort of lost and shortened up. So I don't really know. So what I'm suggesting on doing is getting rid of all that extension down that way and putting the board back here where it belongs, so we can get rid of all this main switch isolator as well, because it's actually, I'm going to just cover the previous installer's details on there, but that's basically what the client's looking at now. So there's a big enclosure and you have to use a screw to take the cover off to get to that mains isolator as well. And yes, I know that you've got the isolator for the board on the actual board, but I thought it was supposed to be accessible, but not that that's the main issue anyway of moving it, but just think it's going to be a better job. So yeah, so what I'm going to do, going to get on with the downlights and stuff now and start rattling through those. But having a look round just on the visual side of things, there's a lot of like DIY Dave's been in and done quite a bit. So there's an old 6-inch pendant ceiling rose that the rose is actually gone. The cover's all gone, chucked it out into the loft space, and then they've moved that and messed about with it. So there's loads of bits and bobs like that. So yeah, so that's where we're at. So I'm going to get stuck into these downlights. Right, so we've got 6 of these downlights changed at the minute. So that's what they were before. So they're on like a warm white. They are LED, but they're of the lower end, should I say. And then basically what we've fitted on here, they're colour selectable. So we've fitted them to daylight anyway. So yes, they will give out a lot more, they'll emit a lot more light than what was in before, but it just transforms the room. I don't know whether the camera picks it up very well, but this end where the original lights are still quite dark and gloomy, whereas the other end now is a lot brighter, and it changes the look. So in fairness, if this was a new install and I didn't have downlights in here at all, I wouldn't fit this many in the room because it doesn't need it. You probably get away with 8, almost 6 So there's quite a lot less than what in here already. Now, one of the things to remind you, if you haven't subscribed, smash the link in the corner for me. It's completely free, because the client here said to me, I don't want to pay for no subscription. It's free. There you go, it's free. So what I've been sent, because I've been dealing with Super Rod for years, I've owned a lot of their products and stuff, and they've asked me to review some of their stuff, which is fantastic. And you know, I love doing stuff like that. Like I say, anyone who knows me knows I love my tools, love gadgets, love trying new things out. If there's something that's better, that's going to increase productivity and ultimately do a better job for people, brilliant, I'm all for it. So what they've sent me, so I've got cable jacks and other things, which I'm going to do a full review on every single item that they've given me, but I just wanted to show you this. So this is made by Klein Tools, because Super Rod and Klein, I think they've teamed up. Now, I know Klein have got a competition at the minute through CEF, so it's like enter into a prize draw raffle. So every time you buy something, you get automatically entered. Well, if you go onto Klein Tools, I believe you enter a raffle, and they do an instant prize raffle as well, depending on the amount of money that you've spent. And then there's things, I think the top prize is a trip to the States and things like that. So it's mental, really. But yeah, so go and check them out. So what this is here, they've sent me to try out, is the thermal imager. And on the first glances of it, it's brilliant. Like I say, I actually really like this. And I think, because I was talking to Klein Tools and saying, look, I'd really like to try some of this out, and they've said, look, it's basically an entry level is what they've gone for, thermal imager. So for me, I'm going off to do a quote this evening. So I've said that what I want to do is go round when I'm doing a quote, and you know, if I'm looking at a board, it's just have a quick scan over the board and see what it's like. And for example, here, this board here it's as you can see, it is what it is. It's very untidy. It's not our usual standard. So when I offer that up, you see on there? So yes, that is not, which I'll make sure you can see that on there. So it's showing that RCBO is running hotter than all the rest. Now that's not to say that that's faulty, but when I first checked that, those terminals were very, very loose. So I think, me personally, I mean, let's just show you. So now Aaron's here doing the boiler. Sorry, it's a bit shaky on the camera. So Aaron's here doing the boiler. So he's just literally turned it on. So it's just starting to run through. So you see on the wall there? So it shows you the radiator, look. It's all the heat. And then, I don't know whether you can see that properly there, look. So you can actually see with the pipes radiating heat up the wall as well. And then it's spreading across the top. So for me, so far, like I say, I'm going to be using this a lot more and seeing how I get on, but so far I'm actually really impressed with that. And I know there's various other ones that you can buy and stuff, and no doubt you can spend thousands and thousands of pounds on these things, and that's great. But I think if that was just on my bag, so like I say, I'm going to do some quotes, so I'm going to clip that on the side. It comes in a nice little bag, so that is going to be clipped to the side of there. So I'll take that in and then have a quick scan over, because if you can see a terminal that's already red hot, then it's absolutely no-brainer, isn't it? You can automatically tell the client straight away, look how hot that is, and you can show them firsthand. Go, look at that needs sorting. You're not making it up, because people don't generally believe you when you say that's dangerous. They don't really believe you, because they'll go, oh well, it looks all right. But it's not. So yeah, just wanted to show you. Right, so that's all the downlights are all in now, so they're all in place. Now, what I always do now is, well, I say always, I've started doing it a lot easier. So I use it on my iPad, but take lots of photos, and so this is actually in the loft space above the ensuite now. So it's your classic. I've got the old light fitting, thrown it into the loft. So I think what I'm going to do is going to go into the loft now and try and sort that arrangement out. And you've got, again here, other cables coming out, singly exposed cables, not in an enclosure. So I'm going to go and sort those out. Now these downlights I've just fitted now, even though they're fairly new, still got twisties. Look, what's wrong with people? Mental. So it's easier for me and faster just to cut it off and start again. That's what I did. The reason why I didn't show you, because you've seen me doing downlights loads. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go and jump in the loft. So now we're in the loft itself. So the ensuite is actually under this area here. Now, yes, this is the extractor. So it goes up there, big massive hole in that anyway, and then it comes down and just pumps to there. So I'm moving all the moisture from there, if it gets that far, and dumping it there. So lovely, lovely job that is. So what I would suggest is down that way is the all the soffit. So I think if we can get it out there, that would be a better job. But first and foremost, we've got to sort this lot out. So what I'm going to do is, because that runs off to, that's my permanent supply there to my extractor fan, and then we've got the switch live up there, and that's a right old mess, isn't it? So, and then that one runs through to, why have they done that? Hang on. Yeah, so then they've got that one that runs off to downlights. Then basically you've got a downlight, light inside that fan duct in there, and then down here there's another, just down this way there's another downlight there. So that's probably what, 2 meters, and there's another join there. So just for argument's sake, and just that's stupid to be fair, so we're going to change all that out. So what I'm going to do is going to use a whisker box, sort of mount that around this vicinity, wire all that in, and use some maintenance free connectors in there. So what I'll do is I'll strip all that out now. God, it's such a mess. It drives me mental. Right. If you're an electrician who twists these, like I say, keep going on, you're an idiot. There, I said it. I feel better about myself now. You're an absolute idiot. God, the frigging state of that. Look how twisty that is. What do you do? Use a drill? Always good fun being in the loft, isn't it? Right, that's my switch. And these are loop feeds. One of those will go down to a shaver point, which is on the wall down there, and then one will be leading off to another bedroom. So these are my shortest ones, so I'm just going to have to go here. This is not comfortable at all. Should have brought my drill in. Hold on, I'll shout. Lou? Lou? No answer. How rude. I think he's mixing up outside. You know, mate.
Did you call?
I did. Lou, could you pass me a screw gun and two 30mm screws, please? I'm in the loft.
Yeah.
Nice one. Cheers, mate.
See ya.
See ya. All right.
Hello. I was gonna get your stuff, but Jason's just come.
Oh.
Okay.
Can you not just?
I'm just sorting that out.
Okay, no problem. Okay.
Okay.
See you in a little bit.
See you in a bit.
Bye, bye. Dedication for you. Right, I've looked at that extractor fan, which is pretty grim. Look at that. So I'm gonna grab the homeowner in a minute, ask him to explain himself. What's he been doing? So dirty pig. So what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna ask him whether he wants me to replace that, because I would say it's probably worthwhile while we're in this sort of mess anyway. So what I'm going to do as well is change the downlight. So a bit of prep work now. I had to go and get my own screw gun in the end. Lewis was busy with the delivery. Jack's at college. Losers. So as you can see, I am in the van now, so I'm off to do a quote. So I thought I might as well bring you guys along with me. So the first one I'm going to go look at is, it's for smoke alarms for a private rental. I've asked what they want, but apparently it's just interlinked smoke alarms that they need. So just, I believe they were saying that all the council have asked for is one at the bottom of the stairs, one at the top of the stairs. So I'm just about to get there now, so I'll go and have a look, see if I can take some photos, because I'm not sure, because it is a rental and it's the tenants letting me in. So bear with, and I'll catch you as soon as I've been in and had a look. Right, that one, it is a rental. So what I've got is, I think it's a Luden RCBO board that's been fitted. Now there's a gas line as well it's literally running on top of the consumer unit, and the consumer unit's been fitted recently. So I don't really know. So those set distances away from that, it's a bit, well, it definitely is, couldn't really get it any closer without running it through the board. So I've got to double check that it is a Luden. I think it is. Also there's a, I'll tell you what, I'll put a picture up. There's also a Nulec 32 amp MCB that's been put in there that's massively over tightened as well, but you know, whatever. So there's a heat sensor, 2 smoke alarms to go in, some bit of trunking. It's carpet on the landing as well, so like the homeless, I don't want anything chasing in. There's no route up to the loft that we can see, so it's going to be just a bit of a trunking job, the fire clips in there. So yeah, so quite an easy job, to be fair. So I just want to double check on that part. But yeah, so if you do know exactly what it is, then obviously just leave it in the comments below, but I'm pretty sure it's a Luden. But yeah, so on to the next job now. So going to go and have a look at that, discussing about a home office, because they seem to be more and more in demand now, because more and more people are working from home permanently. So we're going to go and have a look at that, and hopefully it stays dry, because it's just had an absolute torrential downpour. So hopefully it'll stay dry. I'll see you in a bit. So that job there's a garden office to do. It's actually an angular garden office come garden room. I think they were discussing about having bifolds in anthracite across the back with cedar cladding, I think. So we're just going to give them a price and see how they get on with that. But yeah, so thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. Cheers for keeping me company on my quoting, and I shall see you tomorrow. Cheers guys.